How you doing? This is Will Hernandez, the content manager for PaymentsJournal.com, and we're here with Bob Skiba from Incom. He's the executive vice president of regulatory and government affairs. And Bob, thanks for taking the time with us today.
Well, thanks very much for having me speak to you.
No problem. Bob, I'll just kind of jump into the questions here a little bit. Talk a little bit about the what Incom saw during the holiday season and what that might mean for gift cards going forward.
Well, it was good news. I think the big call-outs or the headlines for the 2012 holiday season was gift cards, both closed loop and open loop, expanded. Still grew exponential growth from what they were just a few years ago, but the good news, both closed loop and open loop continue to see expansive growth. So that's good news anytime that you can say that. Still the number one requested gift by consumers. I think this is the 5th year in a row. So we don't see much in the way of it abating or slowing down. And in particular on the open loop side, it's actually exponentially growing. And also in one big category, not only did we see a B2C increase, but we also saw B2B. And that is a very exciting field as firms purchase gifts either for their own employees or for their own customer base as well too.
Is that B2B sector getting bigger as we go along here?
Yeah, it is, and consequently, I think part of it was the fact that you've always had individual retailers or firms have their own B2B programs. Now you're getting third parties, so it's upgrading. So you have a service, and if you sign up for a alternative service or a premium service, you get a card. When I moved into Atlanta, Georgia, one of the things I got in the mail from my Gas South carrier was a $25 card. Wishing me well, thanking me for choosing Gas South, and I think you're going to see more of that. I'll use that as an example.
Sure. Bob, talk a little bit about the mobile space and gift cards. Obviously, Incom recently purchased a Giftango, and mobile seems to be the big buzzword going forward here as we go into 2013. So can you talk a little bit about the mobile space right now?
Yeah, and I think we're very excited about the acquisition of Giftango. And in particular, this is, again, not only a B2C play, but a B2B play, where firms can incent their customers or their employees with B2B virtual cards. So the Giftango acquisition, we think, is another channel where we can get growth of our program. I think Incom is unique in that we are a processor. We have our own money transmitter license. We're a program manager with Giftango and some of the other mobile applications that we had prior to Giftango. It's a very exciting environment. I think the big thing to understand is this year, for the first time, 51% of the consumers have a smartphone.
Wow.
So there's 49% that still don't even have a smartphone.
Sure.
We're going to see some natural organic growth, but just think about the exponential growth if you're at 60 or 70 or 80% of the population with a smartphone, and then enabling those wallets and virtual cards.
Bob, talk a little bit about the regulatory environment right now for gift cards. We're moving on here from the Gift Card Act, and I know the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has talked about they're looking at prepaid cards going forward. They're examining it right now and getting feedback and whatnot. But talk about what we might see maybe this year. I know we're kind of still in an educational phase, but what do you think might happen this year?
Well, I think the seminal legislation that came in 2010 was the Gift Card Act, as it's called. I think you're going to see more regulation, not only from the federal level, as you said, the Consumer Financial Protection Board, but also from the state level as well, too. And so consequently, I think the single biggest thing the industry can do is educate. Educate, make aware, have independent studies. In essence, just do what we've been doing for a long period of time, tell the truth.
Sure.
What are the tremendous benefits and positions that prepaid card has in the market, and what, in fact, we can do as an industry to educate the legislators, consumers. This doesn't come out of the heavens and you're enlightened by prepaid. You have to work at it. You have to make them understand what the benefits of the prepaid, whether it's a non-reloadable gift card or a self-use card or a reloadable, general-purpose reloadable card or a payroll card. We work through the Network Branded Prepaid Card Association. I'm the vice chairman of the Network Branded Prepaid Card Association, so we think that's a good voice for the industry. And then we work to educate and hopefully make aware of the federal and state legislative bodies as well, too. So I think it's exciting from the standpoint we have a tremendous opportunity, as long as we don't garble the message, to educate and make aware of what the benefits of prepaid card is so we don't get any unintended consequences.
Sure. Okay, Bob. Well, listen, thanks for joining us here. We're here at Prepaid Expo in Orlando, and we appreciate your time today.
Thanks very much, Will. Enjoyed it.
Thanks.